Hey guys, it's Matthew Clark here. If you're like me and you are a big fan of planes, trains, and automobiles, you must have watched the new documentary about Steve Martin called Steve Martin on Apple TV Plus. And I myself, as a lifelong planes, trains, automobiles fan, I think it was the greatest comedy. If you remember, there's a scene where Steve Martin talks about how the dialogue in the scene, planes, trains, automobiles, at the end of the train stop was much longer, and they cut it for pacing. Well, I have an original copy of a script, not just, it was John Hughes' copy of Planes, Trains, Automobiles. And it's one of my most personal, most favorite things that I have. It was given as from a buddy of mine as a gift a few years back, and it just holds such a special place in my heart. But I do want to read a little bit of that scene from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles at the end that was much longer. So inside the train station, Neal leans back from the trunk and he closes the lid. Del. I didn't have much family. A brother in Montana, some cousins. Marie's folks died back to back the year after we married. They were pretty old. She was a late child. We didn't get the chance to have kids. She wanted 3, 2 boys and a girl. He smiles sadly. Del. I number about 300 motels as my home. I sort of attach myself to people from time to time, like with you, especially around the holidays. I can take it in March, July, October. I don't mind it, but it gets hard about this time of year. I've never had much of a chance to be a family man, but it gets really hard. And you know what it is? Neal shakes his head. He's about to cry. Del. I don't get to give any of myself to anybody. It's not the getting I miss, it's the giving. I sat on that plane with you, and I thought about you heading home to be with your people. And Tuesday night, when you were in the shower, and I looked at the pictures of your kids, man, I thought you got to be the luckiest man on earth to go home and put those little guys on your knee and hug them and kiss them. I'm 39 years old, and I never had that, and I never will. I'm sorry about all this. I just kind of lost control this time. Every year since Marie's been gone, I've gotten closer and closer to losing it. Usually, I head for a church. I can feel like I'm part of something when I'm in a church. This time, I guess I didn't get to the church fast enough. I just couldn't let go. And there's a few more lines, but I think it's beautiful. And I can see maybe why they cut it for pacing, but I would love to see that scene that John Candy was in. God bless John Candy. Thanks for stopping by.
I like me. My wife likes me.